We'll call the Pownal Select Board to order on Thursday, September 18th at 7 p.m. with the agenda approval of the minutes of 9/11/14, warrants, mail. Under old business, we have the Pownal welcome sign that we need to untable. We're going to talk about it. And then we're going to set under new business, set the 2014 tax rate, which will be due Monday, November 10th, 2014, once it's set. And then we're going to have a contractual discussion with TM to discuss waste management options for Pownal. It doesn't mean we're going to enter into a contract at this time, but we're going to have some discussions about that. Okay? Motion to accept.
So moved.
Second.
Anything to be added? All those in favor say aye.
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 Approval of the minutes of 9/11/14.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on the minutes? All those in favor say aye.
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 I'm saying aye to these things tonight too, so we'll get through them. Warrants. He needs to sign it. He needs to sign it, and then he can keep it. Payroll ending 9/19/14 in the amount of $5,418.70. Accounts payable ending 9/19/2014 in the amount of $9,312.06. Much pleasure.
Make a motion to accept.
Second.
Any discussion on any of them? All those in favor say aye.
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 Mail. We have a letter from our transfer station supervisor. And basically, he wishes to resign in his intention to resign as of October 15th, 2014 from the Pownal Transfer Station supervisor job. He said, in this, as we discussed at this meeting, I will try to make the transition to move the transfer station forward as seamless as possible. His reasons are lifestyle change, and we wish him well in that. From the board to accept his resignation with regret.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? It's been great working with you, and we hope to continue reaching out for help when we need it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We have a letter from a person in North Pownal who has sent us some pictures to do with some ditch near his house that is starting to wash out. And he's asking that if somebody could look at it to see if it needs riprap and be worked on before some trees fall over. If the board is in agreement, I'll have this given to Casey in his mailbox.
Sounds good. I think it's definitely a conversation we need to have with him.
Okay, great. And if he needs to discuss something, he can come back to us. Thanks. We have a letter from the Pownal Board of School Board Directors. Basically, it's to do with, please let this letter serve as a request for the town to repair a driveway located at 4294 Route 346 in Pownal. As you may be aware, our Pownal school bus uses this driveway as a turnaround point, and this use has caused the driveway to suffer some damage. Specifically, we believe the driveway needs new gravel and grading. We really appreciate your help with this. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact the board chair, Cindy Brownell. And there's also a letter from the property owner itself requesting the same. The bus has been turning around there for a number of years now, and I think years ago we actually might have fixed that once. I don't know what the board's pleasure is on this. I know that it had come in front of the board, I think, a few years ago, and somebody was concerned with the fact it might set a precedent for fixing people's driveway. I think this is unique enough, and that if they're willing enough to let the school bus turn around in it, we should do something to at least do it. And the way I would recommend that is that the board makes a motion that it's taken care of as long as the school bus is turning around in it. After that, it's not done. I know we take care of several other driveways where we had moved roads through the years, or where now there's only a house on the end of them, you know, without naming them. There's one off of Ladd Road, there's two off of Ladd Road, there's one off of North Pownal Road, there's one off of Skippery. It goes out to single homes, and we do them all the time. And they don't necessarily even have a school bus go on them. But this here is obvious that it's a turnaround for safety for our children. So I don't know what your recommendation is, but
School gonna give us a break for the school, ain't it?
well, they could,
Ain't that for the school
it'll
bus?
save gas so they don't have to go as far to turn around. And those things don't get too much gas per mile. So I guess that's what I would say. I'm more concerned with the safety because it gets off the road. They've got like a U where you go in and you actually can turn the bus around without backing in and backing out. You can actually drive around.
Where is this now? This is
On 346.
Railroad tracks on 346 down in North Pownal, headed toward New York.
okay.
The bus doesn't have to go over the railroad tracks because of it. There's a whole bunch of pluses there. Is the board willing to make a motion that our road foreman go down and look at this and take care of it?
We have done it before in the past.
I think we have in the past. My mind says that we filled holes down there before, back when Tom Kelly, was on. It's a long time ago. So, but it's that's why I was hoping Henry was here because he might remember that.
Okay.
But again, it's for
I can attest to the fact that the bus turns around there
Rick.
twice a day.
My belief is it's safer for the bus to do that
Oh,
than
yeah.
try to go down below. So for the safety of the children alone, I can see. And again, I would say that the motion this board makes is that it's maintained only for as long as the bus is using it as a turnaround. Now, next year, my understanding is the child that is being taken now will be going to the high school. So they won't be going down there anymore.
No, they still will. There's three kids. There's
Oh, is there 3 kids down there?
the Crilly kid, the Pruden kid, and
Oh,
Lily.
okay, okay. Yeah, I thought there was only one. So, what's your pleasure?
I guess I'll make that motion that we do that as long as the bus turns around there.
Get a second?
Yeah, I'll second it.
Want to add something to the discussion?
Well, we just want it made explicitly clear that if that stopped being used for that purpose for some reason,
We
then
stop.
we're done. We're over. We've got enough maintained driveways already.
And that's in the motion,
Okay. Good enough.
okay? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Could you let Casey know that he should take care of that? Thanks. Okay, what else in the mail? We're gonna do the tax rate later, so I won't be reading off the grand list and that stuff here because it's all part of the tax thing. Treasurer, they have received 90% of last year's base education September payment in the amount of $676,133. I am still opening a line of credit with the bank for a lesser amount until we receive all the monies due Pownal School. Okay, this is our treasurer informing us, as you know, we got a letter once before where she had opened a line of credit. She's just letting us know that some money has come and it's being maintained, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Sign is also in the mail. Let me do the hazardous waste first, and I'll talk about the sign. A reminder, are you gonna talk about this?
No, but I wanna connect this, I should have printed this out and put it in the mail and I didn't, but after you get through with that, then they're connected to the transfer station and whatnot.
Okay, free household hazardous waste collection day is Saturday, October 4th, 2014. Rain or shine, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Shasberry Solid Waste Facility, 536 North Road, Shasberry, Vermont. This is for Shasberry, Stanford, and Pownal residents. The event is open to all Shasberry, Stanford, and Pownal residents. The things what not to bring are empty containers, trash, radioactive waste, smoke detectors, infectious biological waste, pressurized cylinders, ammunition, fireworks, explosives, prescriptions, medicine, syringes, dried and hardened latex paint, auto alkaline batteries, battery packs, and e-waste.
This
Time, Nelson, again? The
Pardon?
time?
The
again?
time again is Saturday, October 4th, 2014,
Yeah, just the time.
from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
9 to 1. Okay, thank you.
This is just related to, Michael Batcher sent this today as a reminder of the meeting next Wednesday. I know some of you wrote it down. It's Wednesday, September 24th, 4 to 6 p.m. at the Community College of Vermont in room 180. The street address is 324 Main Street, Bennington, Vermont. They're also going to have Sandy Gazetsky. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but the select board chair from Searsburg, apparently they were having issues trying to get into Wyndham County Solid Waste District, so they're going to see what their options are there. But this has to do with the transition into Act 148, this information. So
And it's 4 to when?
4 to 6,
Okay.
Wednesday.
Okay, thank you. Anything else to be added with that? No? Okay. Does the board wish to bring up the signs again, to do with the sign that comes into the state on Route 7? And we also talked about the one on 346, but would you rather leave this table until the full board is here?
Don't matter to me. I don't care.
Is that a motion to untable it?
Yeah, I want to table it.
Second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, this is to do with a recommendation to replace the sign at 7 coming in, and we asked a question about the sign in North Pownal as well, to get a quote, and I do not see that quote here. We have the cost of the one sign. I would assume that they're probably similar in price, because they are
Same
identical.
size, right?
Identical in size. So,
Picture there looks very nice of the North Pownell sign, just the same. I think we might, I don't know what the other one is. I went by it twice, but I never looked up.
I go by the one in North Pownell all the time because it's on my property. It's in pretty good shape. I don't think it's at the point where it needs to be replaced yet.
okay.
The
It's
other
just that
one-
we're having
How about
someone
the
do
other
one.
Jim? Does it look good? How about the other one?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't pay any attention to the other one.
I
It's
apologize.
just I walk
I
past
didn't-
this one every day and
I
I
didn't
mow
look at it
around
either.
it and weed whack around
How about
it.
you, Jason? You ever go that far south?
I haven't.
I,
But I think if it's being recommended, the one coming into from Massachusetts into Vermont, I think we ought to replace it.
is that a motion to replace it?
Yes, it is.
I got a motion to replace it, but I got a second.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Aye. It's carried. Majority of the board said yes. Okay. Hey, that takes care of the mail. Okay, and the panel welcome sign. And now we're at tax rate. I'll read off the supporting document that has been sent to us by our town treasurer with a 2014 tax rate. I'll basically read off the item and then I'll state what the 2014 tax rate will be for that item. And at the end, I will try to give you some totals. The town general tax is going to be set at .2202 cents. So it's 22 and a thousandths of a cent. So, and then the local agreement state ed tax is .0036. The town road tax is .2119 for the total municipal tax rate of .4357. And I should have told you what each of these difference is. The town general fund has gone up by .35 of a cent. The local agreement ed went up by .05 of a cent. The town road fund went up 2.92 cents for a total increase of 3.32 cents increase for the total municipal rate. The developed parcel for the sewer bond rate has stayed the same. It's $76. It's the rate. Undeveloped parcel is 38. That's the same as what it was last year. Your common level of appraisal has gone up to 104.90 from 103.99, and that's a good thing because common level of appraisal is part of the formula. The less you are below 100, the more it impacts you. Homestead tax rate set by state education tax is going to be 1.3771, so it's $1.3771. So it's 37 plus 71 cents. It's an increase of 6.28 cents. The non-residential is 1.442, which is an increase of 5.95 cents. So when you get done with the total homestead tax, state education tax developed parcel is 9.60 cents higher, and non-residential is 9.27 cents higher. So if you were to add the town, and I'll pick on the homestead, you basically are now 12.92 cents. So it's 12 cents, 100 plus. Basically what will happen is the treasurer will be printing out tax bill and sending them to you early next week, so you should have them no later than next Friday. Again, the taxes will be due on November 10th, 2014. And with that all said, I accept the motion from the board to set these rates.
So moved. Can't do anything about it.
Second.
There it is.
Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. That's your new tax rate. Okay. The grand list last year went up by $2,185,700 from the year before. There was a couple more exemptions that occurred and some other things, but total parcel counts went from 1705 to 1709, so there was 4 more parcels due to subdivisions and developments and property. Okay,
Current use is up too.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everything went up. Total exemptions went up by $699,900. Which means that much less than being taxed. So, okay, so if you went up $2 million and you lost 700, tells you what you were increased there. Okay, this information will be posted at town office. Anybody that wishes to see it, so they can come and see it. And again, the bills will be sent out next week, and you should have them by at least next Friday, I would think, the latest. Okay. Moving on to the next item. We're going to discuss with Tam the waste management options for the Pownal transfer station. Basically, as you heard earlier in the meeting, our transfer supervisor is leaving us. And what we're doing is looking at various options that might be possible for that. We will be talking with people basically about what those options are. Of course, one of the options is looking for someone to fill that position. Some of the other options are that we might find a different way to manage this facility. And at this time, what we're going to do is go in and discuss what type of contractual agreement we would have to, we're going to go into executive session, what type of contractual agreements we might have to enter into and what the cost would be. And because there are other waste haulers besides TM, we would not want to talk about those costs on the air, or what these contractual things might be until we are ready to make a decision. So with that, we'll be going into executive session if the board so moves.
So moved.
Get a
I'll
second.
second
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And I would ask Jim to stay with us.
Let me go.
You stay too.